Welcome back, Tarot Maniacs. So this is part 2 of our 2 for Tuesday, and we are talking about Harry and Meghan and their disparate responses to the fight for automatic security in the United Kingdom. So we're going to look at Meghan's confident public exposure, her emotional state, how it contrasts with Harry's obvious turmoil. If you didn't see the BBC video, you can go see Ava Gardner did a great review of the written statement and the BBC interview that he did after he lost the appeal. But hit the like button. We're going to be right back and get into this. All right, Tarot Maniacs, let's get going on this. So also, this is going to allude to the joy and happiness that Meghan was discussing in her double podcast with Jamie Kearns Lima. Jamie Kearns Lima is the founder of It Cosmetics, which was created to cover up imperfections, scars, rosacea, that kind of stuff. She is married to a financier, and she did sell the company for close to $1 billion, I believe, to Revlon. So she now has a podcast, and she is also mentored by Oprah. So Oprah Winfrey, in case you don't know who that is. But let's get going. We're going to bring up the cards, hit the like button, and stay tuned because I am going to do a private pay-per-view event this weekend, and it's going to be true crime. I know you guys love true crime. So let's get going. Cards are nice and big for you to see. First question on the table. Is Meghan truly feeling the joy and peace she claims, or is it strategic planning to counter the whiny and complaining disposition that she has demonstrated for the last number of years? Well, classic fake it till you make it there. 6 of Wands. So 5 of Cups and the 6 of Wands in reverse are both not feeling very successful. She does not have the metrics or the data. She's got the language. She's got the lingo down. You know, what SKUs are we going to drop? But she just... It's the fetch is not fetching. She's not making fetch work. What's under the surface? The 9 of Pentacles. She just wants that money. Money, 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 money. This is very gold digger energy. I want you guys to know that. This is, I need money so that I can do whatever I want to do. I want to get up slow in the morning. I want to make my latte. I want to have a soft life. I want to decorate cakes. I want to make cupcakes. I want to, pick the flowers in my garden that the gardener took care of. That's really what this is. I want to harvest the harvest that my gardener put in there. What is in this suitcase position? 7 of Wands. She is trying to balance that whiny, I need help kind of energy with the, I'm a female founder and an independent, strong woman. Like, she's trying to balance that. So, I do think she came on a little too hard with, I need to feel protected. And now she's coming on too strong with the, I'm powerful and I'm done with the prove it game. So up top, 10 of Swords. This is the last of it. These are not good cards, guys. The 6 of Wands, this 5 of Cups, and that 10 of Swords are not good cards. If she is perhaps a good actress, we're seeing it right now. What is the outcome here? Oh my goodness, 9 of Swords. An anxiety. This is an anxiety card, a nightmare card. It can be motivating. Anxiety can be motivating. It depends on how you use it to fuel yourself. So you can push yourself into a different disposition if you try. So let's see how she feels about Harry's security battle behind closed doors. So is she in favor of this security battle? I think this is a case of her making the bullets and letting him fire them. We've all known people like this that, it's a couple or a couple of friends, and one person is like, well, you should tell them off. You should do this. You should do that. And they're like, yeah, you're right. I should do that. And they are the agent of the provocateur. So I think we have a situation like that. So is she panicked over the loss of this security? The Four of Swords, Six of Wands, Ace of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. I think this could be a day in divorce court. I think this could be a subject in divorce court. Well, I did my best. My entire life was, lifted up and taken over to England for a hot minute. I did 72 days of work, and then I had to come back here, and I'm trying and trying and trying to get my footing, but I simply can't. And now it's because of him, and I'm vilified, and people don't like me, even though Jamie Kearns Lima does. Nobody likes me. Nobody wants to hang out with me. And people want to take me off the earth plane and my children. I think this is going to be the story that she says, that she's entirely exposed because of her association with Harry, the failure of the palace to protect her image, and the failure of Harry to protect her in the wake of that crappy image. So, yikes, that's a lot. I just said a lot. So, are Harry and Meghan currently on the same page emotionally and strategically? So, let's look at Meghan emotionally, Harry emotionally. Meghan strategically, Harry strategically, assuming he's got some kind of strategy. So Meghan emotionally, Ace of Wands, she is kicking up some dust. She is trying to do some interesting things right now. She's trying to get more people to like her. Harry emotionally, Two of Pentacles is pulled in two different directions. So does this lean in toward highs and lows? I think it does. I think we've got some highs and lows and a cycle that's going on here. Strategically, Meghan is not seeing a future with him, and strategically he is seeing escape from this situation. Curious, huh? Curious. So how is Meghan's joy affecting Harry's stress? How is her joy, this declaration of joy, how is it affecting Harry's stress? Three of Wands, it's making him feel like he's on the outside. And it's also a message that is further pushing him to the outskirts of their world that they are trying to create. I do get very fish out of water vibes for him. I think not only being in the United States, I will say this. The East Coast is very different from the West Coast. It's similar, it's America, but it's very different in terms of how it feels and the culture and the architecture and the homes. It feels very different. The East Coast feels very different from England. And it really is completely different cultures. And I've said this once, I've said it twice, I've said it a million times. I was very concerned about Harry and the cultural difference between him and Meghan Markle prior to them getting married. So, under the surface here, 10 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. So, Meghan's joy really is fake it till you make it. It really is a fake it till you make it kind of thing. I'm just going to be joyful and I'm going to hang out with my friends, Jamie Lima Kermit, or Jamie Kearns Lima, who's still Joey Lauren Adams' voice. She's like, "Are you okay? And how are you, Meghan?" We actually talk like Raven in that voice, but not Joey Lauren Adams. I love Joey Lauren Adams. Her voice was annoying a little bit, but like Jamie Kearns Lima, Joey Lauren Adams wants her voice back. Stop stealing from 90s goddesses. So this is a very disrupted life. This is our suitcase position. And I am getting very much the churned up kerfuffle of emotions that he was having in the United Kingdom when they were there after they got married, or peri-marriage, I'm going to say. I'm getting the same kind of vibe, the same kind of pump for him. Now, is that self-inflicted, or is her joy adding to, yeah. He knows that she's faking it, and that is disruptive to him, because he's like, if you say that you're happy, we can't say that we're in fear for our lives. And I do think that there is a great deal of paranoia in him. I think he is afraid for his life. And she's trying to say that these are seeds that we're planting. That not Jamie Kearns Lima, but Meghan Markle. These are seeds that, with her deep voice, her deep Meghan voice. These are seeds that we're planting for the future. We're manifesting. Page of Pentacles, manifester. King of Wands, manifester. They're wishing, trying to make it happen. So, was this double podcast? Was it a deliberate pivot in her public image? Is she really trying to run from the "I'm not okay, nobody asked me" Meghan Markle? She's really trying to run from that. Yes, this is a pitch for her to be the really likable mom. You know, she drops off ice cream and strawberry sauce. You know, like she's just this really likable mom. She's a really good friend, which sounded, Jamie Lee Kerma said that you're a really good friend. You always check in on everybody. You always check in. It's a deliberate PR push to make her more likable. Why did she do this? Why did she do this? Who asked Jamie Kearns Lima to do this? Six of Pentacles. I think Jamie Kearns Lima sees Meghan as someone who has been abandoned by a great deal of the glitterati in California. And I think she's trying to give her a boost. Fun fact, Jamie Kerma was a Kerma? Jamie Kearns Lima. It's hard to say. She was a pageant queen. So will her appearance on the podcast, will it improve Meghan's popularity? Will it improve it? There are some. There are some. But it's almost too much, too fast. Like, it's too abrupt of an about face. So I think people are going to see it as fairly disingenuous. The Tower in reverse, it's something that we do to ourselves to ruin our chances. The Fool in reverse is recklessness, rashness, dreaminess, not really keeping your feet on the ground. The Fool, when he is upright at best, is a little bit dreamy and somewhat unrealistic. He's optimistic, foolishly optimistic. But when he's in reverse, he's reckless and he's really trying to achieve some goal that is somewhat out of reach. And that Emperor in reverse is you're just not in charge at all. You're just not a person of authority. Oh my goodness. So what's going on behind the scenes in their relationship in light of Harry's court defeat? What is going on behind the scenes? What is going on behind the scenes? We're going to look at their relationship as a whole behind the scenes. Ace of Wands. Not a lot there. And the Three of Pentacles, Two of Wands, separate lives. Someday love will find you. Break those chains that bind you. One that will remind you. So I love me some Journey. The Two of Wands, they're living separate lives. Absolutely. There's I don't think a whole lot of action going on here. I think, we did get a photograph, I think this morning, of Harry with the kids on his shoulder. It looks like a visitation to me. I'm sorry. It just looks like he's visiting. A lot of reflection on, what we did and who we have been, and who we will be in the future. How did this relationship affect our current situation is really what's going on. And not planning on working together, not planning on working on this relationship. So let's get some more about that. They see each other as dead in the water. And someone sees themselves as much better alone. Hope and fear is that it will come out slowly. Unfortunately, I don't think that the outcome does say DIVORCE. I think it says we got to stay together because we can't split up just yet. Wow. Oh, that's terrible. Lots of people can get in this situation where they cannot get divorced either because they can't afford it or the kids are not old enough or the timing is not right. I don't think they have anywhere else to go. Does Meghan support the inquiry into RAVEC? Is she going to support that? No, she says it's not going to change anything. Would she prefer to move on? Not with him. She wants him to realize that he is a big dud. That's actually what this is all about. She's like, do you realize now how poorly they treated you? You really are nothing. You haven't created anything. You haven't moved forward. You haven't risen to the expectation that I had of you. You are going back in time and trying to adhere back. So she talks out of both sides of her mouth. So she's going to send with the compliments from the Duchess of Sussex basket to Jamie Kearns Lima, whatever her name is. And then at the same time, she's going to say, Harry, stop clutching on to your title and your birthright. Stop clutching on to it. She says that to him privately. I am confident. This is for entertainment purposes only. It's only my opinion. I am reading tarot cards. No, F that. This is what I think. So I think she's like, you just are a failure and not a man, and you can't make things happen here. So just do your little charity stuff, and I have to go out and make money. That's going to be part of the divorce too. So I'm gonna future cast that. I believe that Meghan is going to say that her husband was incapable of making money, making any kind of significant moves in his life as a civilian, and therefore she was forced into work. So what can we expect from Meghan in terms of projects or media? She has been flooding the media. She has saturated it. We are tired. More anxiety. 2 of Cups working separately. Judgment about the situation over here. 5 of Wands, the Fool in reverse, and the 10 of Swords. She's going to keep beating that dead horse, unfortunately. Poor Secretariat. No, not Secretariat. But she is going to keep pounding this drum of, people misunderstand me. They don't know who I really am. That, I was just trying to do this nice show, arranging food and throwing flower sprinkles on everything. And I just wanted to put little bits of joy on everything. You know what? Throw some sparkles in it. You know what my mom does? My mom takes the little, the glittery, sparkly colored sugar, and she puts it in her regular sugar bowl on holidays. So like on St. Patrick's Day, we'll get green. On Valentine's Day, there's red. On Hanukkah, there's blue. On Christmas, there's green and red. Like, come on. Like, we can all add something to something and add a little bit of drama. It's like those little pearls, those edible pearls that you put on a cake. So will her and Harry grow stronger through this or further apart? I think we already answered this. Are they what's happening? Let's see if the cards confirm what we just read. 3 of Wands. It's a nightmare to be 2 of Cups. They want to be apart. Judgment in reverse. Again, 5 of Wands fighting, and the Fool recklessly staying. I'm going to say it, guys. I think they're staying together. I don't think that they're going to part ways yet. I think they kind of have to at least pretend to stay together. I psychically don't get that they live together, though. And that's something that I really haven't gotten as clearly before. I do not think that he wants to be there. I think he is really trying to be outside of where she is a lot of the time. So Montecito is pretty close to LA. You can get there. I think it's like an hour or so, hour or two. And I think he may choose to stay in LA sometimes. There is a small location. I don't know if this is that ranch that they film at, but there's a small location that he goes to that's a cottagey kind of cabin kind of thing, more on the lines of like what Not Caught was. And he's very comfortable there. It's very womb-like. So very, very neat kind of transition for him. So maybe he is trying to find his way. So I definitely hope you guys enjoyed that. It was illuminating for me. So I would like to know, do you think Meghan is distancing herself from the drama, not confirming that pursuit of RAVEC? Do you think she's trying to distance herself from the drama, or do you think she's trying to give him some kind of help in her own way so that she gets security for selfish reasons? Let me know down in the comments. And I will see you guys later. Wednesday, we're going to do a video on not Keir Starmer. No, not Keir Starmer. We are going to do a video on Nigel Farage. We're just going to see like what his future is. So hope to see you guys on that on our World Politics Wednesday. And I will see you all in the future.